Welcome to Open Mic.
Oh, wow, Hampton is down bad. They got Diddy and Taraji and Debbie Allen and Carl Payne. Ain't you? Ah, there you go. I'm surprised that y'all just didn't have like a whole reunion right there on the BET stage. Welcome to Open Mic. We like to start, and congratulations to all my Howard people out there, by the way. We like to start with some stories or take on a story you won't get anywhere else. I grew up in gorgeous Prince George's and live in the district. And you know, these jokes come from a place of love, or so you think. Let's start things off on Capitol Hill, where Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder continues to duck testifying before Congress, claiming that he's, quote, unavailable on the deposition date provided to him by the House Committee on Oversight and Reform.
Actually, right here, you probably didn't see it on camera, there was a nameplate that said Mr. Snyder, the committee almost expecting that Dan Snyder might somehow magically show up to testify, despite repeated assurances from his attorney that he was not going to be present for this hearing.
Wow, would you look at that? They made a little sign for Dan. By the way, that sign has already lost 4 games. This is pathetic. Where is your dignity, Congress? Why don't you stop acting so thirsty? Dan Snyder is going to claim to be busy for the rest of his natural life. They are never going to get him to willingly testify. He's too rich and powerful to tell on himself unless he absolutely has to. I watched First 48. Dan is treating Congress like he owes them money that he never plans to pay back in. Some of us have been there before, ducking and dodging them like Neo from the Matrix. The only way Dan Snyder is testifying is if they send a SWAT team, preferably the one with Shamar Moore, to pick him up and escort him to court. Man, must be nice to be a billionaire. We're headed to Ocean City, Maryland for this next story, where the Maryland State Firemen's Association voted against changing their name to the Maryland State Firefighters Association to make it more gender inclusive during their annual conference. Come on, man. Come on, man. You mean to tell me the majority of the room was like, Nah, we good with firemen, with machismo and hair on our chest. Well, at least some of y'all. Aside from excluding every woman fighting fires in the state, this is a terrible missed opportunity. Firefighter is a way better name than fireman. Firefighter sounds like the job, fighting fires. Fireman sounds like a third-rate Batman villain. Hot enough for you, Caped Crusader? Maryland firemen, if you're watching, I'm trying to help y'all out. This is not a good look. You're going to be the butt of jokes in history books if you don't listen to me and change the name, or you could not listen to me. That's your choice. Go ahead and be corny in the name of sexism if you want to. Don't think I don't got more third-rate Batman fireman jokes, because we'll have some more, because my man Leon is fired with it. Next, I chose this next story because it's a little, no pun intended. I chose this next story because it's a little bit fascinating, but also pretty creepy. Amazon announced a new update to its AI that allows Alexa to mimic a loved one's voice after listening to it for a short period of time.
Alexa, can Grandma finish reading me The Wizard of Oz?
Okay. But how about my courage? Asked the lion anxiously. You have plenty of courage, I am sure, answered Oz.
Oh, wow. Well, that's going to be rough for people whose grandmas was mean. This is not weird at all. This sounds like something from every sci-fi movie where machines become sentient and decide human beings are inferior. It also sounds like a setup. I don't want my tech mimicking my voice, because it might talk reckless to my old lady and get me in trouble. I wouldn't put it past the Internet of Things. Jealous girlfriends are going to be the only winners in this. Like, I can already hear the arguments. Why didn't you put my voice on the speaker? You messing with somebody else. Hey, Alexa is about to break up so many happy homes. The only way this could be useful is if they have a Zoom call with the camera off mode that lets Alexa fake your voice in meetings you want to sit through, because I would invest in that. Finally, we're headed to New Hampshire for this last story, where Tamworth Distilling teamed up with the University of New Hampshire to create a whiskey named Crab Trapper that tastes like green crabs. Now, I know how much people here love crabs. Y'all love them enough to drink them, though? New Hampshire must have seen that Maryland has Old Bay vodka and decided to try and one-up us. Brown liquor and crustaceans? Sounds like a recipe for a fight. Tamworth claims that using green crabs to make whiskey is helping to protect New England's coastal ecosystem because the crabs have been wreaking havoc there for over 2 centuries. And if that's the case, then I'm all for it. Help out Mother Nature while getting human beings drunk. That is, in fact, the best of both worlds, and platforms like this use that content. I'll have to get somebody else to let me know if Crab Trapper is actually good, because I refuse to take that adventure myself. What do you think, I'm crazy? If one of you viewers are brave enough to give this a try, report back and let me know how it tastes. And by the way, do it soon, because cookout season is in full swing. If it's good, it'll be the hit of the party. If it's bad, it'll be on the liquor cart next summer, right next to St. Ives and 211 and everything else I used to drink when I was in my backsliding days. My favorite story, you know, it's got to be Dan Snyder breaking tackles from Congress like they're the commander's secondary. He's ducking them like the rest of us duck bill collectors, but not him, because he's too rich.